why the OnlyFans page?
Because I want to. Like, that's it.
Hey, you know what?
For sure, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Everybody watching, go to my Instagram bio, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I don't do porn and I don't do nudes, so if you're looking for that, that's not the page to go to. I'm not against that. It's just not what I do, but I just like to be honest with people before they subscribe, so they don't go and they're like, why are you showing your pussy? You know, I'm like, that's not me. I'm not like, you know, I'm just being honest, but it's just something I wanted to do, and that's it. I just wanted to do it. Like I said, I do what I want. I go on the beats that I want. I work with the people I want. I dress however I want. I travel the world whenever I want. And
you do whatever
something that
you
I wanted
want.
to do. Yeah, it's another lane. It's another source of income. It's also like at the point I am at in my career, every fucking female celebrity is half naked all the time. You know, like look at fucking J-Lo, look at Nicki Minaj, look at Salma Hayek, look at Meg the Stallion. It's just when you get to a certain point, Beyonce, when you get to a certain point in your career, you know what, sex sells, and that's just part of it. And I am very confident now with my body, and I grew up, when I first started like 10 years ago, I remember when I was coming up and people be like, oh, fuck a so-and-so because they're fucking showing their body, and I'll be like, yeah, that's whack. But now that I'm more in the industry, I'm like, oh, that's why they fucking did it, because you just have to do it as a woman. Just like how I had to do my hair and my makeup before I came here. It's just another thing. I always tell people it's kind of like, if you are fixing a car and you have a toolbox, you're going to use all the tools that are inside. You would be stupid to try to put on the screw by yourself with your little hand, you know? Right. It's the same thing with being a woman in the industry. We have a lot of tools. I would be stupid not to come with makeup and with my hair done and show some skin. And, you know, like, it's another tool. And that's, honestly, it is what it is.
If you don't like it, pues vete a la verga, puto.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to subscribe my boy Alex to your OnlyFans.
Okay. I'll see you there, Alex.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Link in bio, everybody. Link in bio. It's stuff that's not, it's for sure stuff that's not on my Instagram. I do like pictures in lingerie, bikinis, stuff like that.
Just don't expect no like nalgas nudes.
There's no nudes. There's definitely no nudes, and there's no porn. And you don't need to go on there and ask me, oh, what if I pay X amount of money? No, it's not like it's a secret price. Like it's not there. It's not. I'm just honest because I don't like when people go up there and get all crazy. I'm not a porn star. I'm a rapper. And I have an OnlyFans. And it's great. So subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay, my last question of the night. Okay. Crazy, obsessed, stalker.
Yes.
When did this start? Let's talk a little bit. In case he's watching.
He's going to see this.
Okay. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Yeah, so let's. When did this start?
It started 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I didn't think it was a big deal. I have a lot of crazy obsessed fans, okay? And this has been going on way before the OnlyFans, okay? I barely started my OnlyFans 2 years ago. This guy has been obsessed stalking me. I've had stalkers for years before I even wore a crop top, okay? A lot of men are like, oh, it's because you have OnlyFans. Oh, it's because you dress with like a fucking with the short dresses. No, it's not. I have been sexually harassed. I've had my butt grabbed, my boobs grabbed, everything, all kinds of shit. When I was only performing in a hoodie and sweats with no makeup and a beanie. You know, because it's not about the skin. It's just that some people are out of their mind, and some men think that they could just touch a woman for whatever fucking fucked up reason in their head, you know? Yeah. And so basically this guy started like writing to me obsessive emails, and he thinks that we're in a relationship, and I didn't really think it was a big deal because, like I said, he's not the first and he's not the last. You know, this happens to a lot of people, and he just started developing like this crazy story in his head that we're in a relationship. And like I said, the first couple of years I was like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. But then it just started getting weirder.
Did you find out about him on Instagram, or how was it?
I don't really remember how I first really found it. I think I really found out about it because my staff reads all my emails and like does all my emails. That's not my strong suit. I'm the artist. I'm the like making the plays. I'm not the person who's answering the emails. Okay, so my staff literally sits there and does the emails with me. So I think one time they found like in the spam, if I'm remembering correctly, they found in the spam folder like all these emails from this guy, and they're like, there's this crazy guy emailing you. I want you to see what he's saying because it's really disturbing. And so I started reading it. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It's like 7 emails a day, and like every day. And then I started like seeing him commenting on my Instagram and on my here and there. And then I kind of recognized like who he was. And I recognized the screen names like he would.
Right.
So when I would see him, I would block him and he'll just make a new page and make a new email. He'll make a new whatever it is, you know? And then I've tried everything. Like people it pisses me off when I tell this story because people are like, why don't you just block him? Why don't you just tell him to leave you alone? Why don't you just call him then? Why don't you just meet up with him and do this? And I'm like, bitch, I tried all that shit. This is not a normal person. That's what people don't understand. This is a deranged, mentally disturbed person. This is not a...
When you're dealing with a person that has mental issues, you can... Blocking him, it's not going to settle it.
No.
It's not. Because I'm dealing with a fucking mental ass fucking... Let's continue. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. So it's like... And so basically, and I tried that. Like, I tried talking shit to him. I've tried talking shit to him. I left him like the meanest.
Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit.
You fucking piece of shit. I will never touch you. You're fucking crazy. You belong in a mental home. You're fucking disgusting. You make me sick. Don't fucking... I block you all the time. You keep... Like, I've tried all this shit. One time, he was like, oh, let's meet up. And then I was like, okay, fine, let's meet up because I was going to go have something handled, you know? And then he writes back, now you want to meet up with me after 4 years, you fucking slut, you stupid bitch. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not gonna ever be resolved, you know. And then the bottom line was he came to my house.
No.
Oh no, let me back up a little bit. Okay, so there's more to this. Okay, so he started coming to my shows. He started showing up at my shows.
So you actually saw what he looked like?
I didn't see him because I was not outside, but people saw him there and they took pictures of him and all kinds of shit. And I knew what he looked like though because he sent me pictures of himself. And he sent me a dick pic too.
Damn.
Yeah, so I had like this profile. So basically before I would do a show, even to this day before I do shows, I make sure to send that to the security. So I say, if this person is here, you do whatever you want so that he's not going to get into the show. You know, and that has happened. No, it happened a couple times.
Did you make a meme of his dick pic or no?
If I wouldn't get blocked for it, I would. You get in trouble for doing shit like that on Instagram.
I'm just playing.
So, and then another time, he threatened, he talked about doing like some kind of shooting at my show. And when I had to cancel, so I had to cancel the show. I don't want any of my fans to get hurt, of course. So I canceled the show. I didn't say why. I just was like, I kept all this like a secret for various reasons, you know, and, then it happened that he came to my house. This was last year.
How did he find your address?
Because I showed where I live. I don't live there anymore. I left. Right. And before that, like everybody who's been following me for years, you notice like I never showed where I lived ever. Right. I never, oh, here's the front of my house. Here's what I'm driving. Here's like my block. Like I never do that. I don't show anybody anything like that because of crazy people like this.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So I never show where I live. But when I moved into my spot that I had last year, I had this dope ass penthouse in downtown, and if you don't live there, you're not going to get in the building. Like, that's why I moved there. Because the security was, like, top notch. And that's also why I would show where I live. Because I'm like, nobody's getting to this fucking building. It's safe as fuck. That's why I'm paying $1 million to live here. And that's how he found it, though, because I would show my view off my balcony. Right. So, basically, long story short, this fool came to my house. And he had told me he was coming to my house in the emails. And then he was there. And I have to be careful with what I say because there was this illegal thing involved here, you know. So basically what I will say is that I handled the situation with how I thought was proper. And he stopped emailing me. And as far as I knew, I thought he was dead. Okay. Right. So after that, I found out he was not dead. Because he started contacting me again. Okay. And the thing is that I think he stopped contacting me because he was probably like in a neck brace, you know?
Oh, okay, cool.
And so there was like a physical reminder that he should leave me alone. But obviously since he's out of his mind, when he was healed, he forgot, you know, and then he started contacting me again. And then he was like talking about like serial killers and like one of us is gonna end up dead. And I was like, you know what? This is enough. Like if almost like he almost died. You know, like I literally thought he was dead. Okay.
Did you see the movie Bodyguard with?
No, but somebody else mentioned it to me.
Yes. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Yes, with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner.
I need to see it. It's
a good ass movie. But
so that so anyways, he almost died. He almost died. I literally thought he was dead. Okay, and I told myself if he still didn't leave me alone after he almost died.
Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing I can do but get a restraining order so that if anything else happens, there's a record of it.
Okay.
And that's it.
Because somebody had asked, if she's a real gangster, why did she get a restraining order? First of all, let me say this. I have 4 sisters and I have 2 daughters. First of all, I would handle that for my daughters. But if I didn't handle it, let's just say my daughter lived in a different state. Mm-hmm. I would recommend to do what you did, okay?
Or let's say you did handle it and he came back.
I would continue to fucking handle it.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. And I will go to jail.
That's exactly what's going to fucking happen.
I will go to jail with a smile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You know? TonyA, you're going to jail for murder.
Yeah.
Cool. I protected my fucking daughters.
Yeah.
Okay. But that, you know what? So now you got a restraining order. Has he been staying away?
He has not contacted me.
Okay.
He has not contacted me. So,
okay.
Yeah. And again, it just goes back to like the label thing. People are like, oh, you got a restraining order, like blah, blah. I'm like, you know what? I really don't give a fuck. You call me whatever the fuck you want.
Right.
If I'm not a gangster because I got a restraining order, even though the guy almost died the last time he came to around me, that's fine. You can call me whatever you want. But believe me, when he came to me the last time, we handled it like gangsters do, okay?
No shit.
And next time, if it happens again, it will happen worse, you know?
Yeah.
And that's because I will just be defending myself. If that person comes around me, there is a record of this going on. Right, and I don't want that to happen. But if someone comes around me and is threatening my life, I will do what I have to do to defend myself.
A lot of people don't realize when you get a restraining order, a lot of judges hold that standard very, very fucking high.
Yeah.
So there has to be enough fucking proof.
Yes.
For you to get a restraining order.
Yes.
So the judge granted you a restraining order. So that means this motherfucker was real.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
it's not about being a gangster. It's about that this person belongs in a mental institution.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't fucking snitch on the homies doing work. You know, like that's not what this is about. This is about a mentally ill person that needs to be put away. And honestly, that's why I let it go on for so long, because I really felt bad for this guy, because he's literally like out of his mind. Like I felt like he's a crazy person. So I felt bad. And believe me, like I have turned down many things happening to him. Right. You know, like of course everyone wanted to help me out, you know, but I felt bad. I said, he's crazy. That was a very big mistake on my part, and I will never do that again. Yeah. The mental illness is not an excuse to do foul things to people.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I have a mental, I guess, unstable person stalking me. Fuck. That explains my 6 pages being gone. You know. But,
yeah.
But yeah, the court needs to take care of that. She knows, and she's watching right now. Like I'm sure your stalker's watching right now.
Oh, he's for sure watching right now.
Yeah. Anyways,
he's for sure watching.
So when you got your restraining order, did you see him next to you? Like,
no, he didn't show up to court. He didn't like fight or anything, because I mean, what are you gonna say? There's a lot of proof. There's 6 years of proof. Okay.
Can we at least give up his nationality? Like, what is he?
My lawyer said I can't talk about it.
Okay.
And shout out to Attorney Rosenberg. He's the one that got me the restraining order. But there's like certain things that that's why I'm even like trying to be careful with what I say right now. You could guess, but I can't say anything.
Okay, I'm not gonna. No, I'll leave it at that.